If parenthood is sainthood, then motherhood is martyrdom, or a kind of martyrdom. Because as a woman gives her body over to the child and brings new life into this world through pain and suffering and the hardships of labor, she concedes of her body to manifest a new body, a new self, for the sake of the child. And I think that in some ways you could argue that like a mother suffers a kind of cosmic death when the child is born, because then everything is about sacrifice and generosity, giving everything, from even carrying the child in the body, bringing it out into the world, breastfeeding it, nurturing it, cultivating it, educating it. It's nothing less than sainthood. It's a beautiful thing. And that sort of essentially explains our existence. We all should celebrate our mothers every day. Every day is Mother's Day. It's a pretty transcendent occupation, and I've been saying that word a lot, occupation. It's got me thinking, what does it mean to occupy something? Occupation as in a job or a vocation, or as in occupying one's time, engaging in something, dwelling in something, or something that occupies you, it resides in you, it almost like is contained in you, possesses you. And parenthood seems to be like the fullest occupation ever. And I was also thinking about how death is also an occupation, which sounds very strange, but occupy itself is kind of an aggressive term. I guess originally it's like to seize, to occupy a land. But now it's kind of softened a bit, and we use the word occupation to describe a job, or to occupy a home, a dwelling, or to occupy one's time. But there's also this other meaning, which is to seize control through force against one's will. And that seems to summarize death as well, that there's an occupation in death, that we are all, even as we occupy our time day to day, we're all waiting for that final day when death will occupy us all, the final triumphant, all world, all body conqueror. It sounds a little bleak, I know, but I was wondering if maybe we could meditate on death as occupation, even as we live and breathe and move and celebrate life. We can meditate on the occupation of death as it resides in us, as a reminder to be alive, to be open, and to live in fullness. And also to know that those who have died are contained within us. We occupy them. Not just family, genetically, ancestry, but also the relationships we have. We occupy them in their stories, in their narratives, in their customs, in the memories. All of that's within us, and we occupy them in us. And then when we die, those who remain are a living testament to our lives, and our lives now are a living testament to those who were before us. So I guess my prayer today is to meditate on the occupation of death, and until that day, live fully in fullness of hope and joy.
Stayed a long, long time to see
that's why